So hello everyone and welcome back to the live stream. This is going to be my third live stream on Twitch and it's the second one from this week actually. So as you can see, we have already made a big part of our vector art. In the first stream we went for the outlining, we did the hairs, and then we just did the basic coloring. And on the next day, yesterday when we did the stream, we were going for complete shading, eyes and lips, but unfortunately due to some technical issues I was facing because of my internet connection, I was not able to continue my stream, and my stream was actually divided into several parts. Like there were 3 or 4 fragments of the stream which were like a few seconds, a few minutes, etc., and my audio was also not clear. That is why I just ended that stream so that I'll complete that vector art some other day. And so I'm here today just to complete this vector art, and if I will be able to complete this soon, then we will be going for making of the vector art in the gaming style, and that will be done on the image of one of my Discord server member, and actually that is my only member at the moment, and that member is like the first member of my Discord server. So if you also want to get your vector art, you can just join my Discord server and you will be good to go. And also don't forget to follow me on Instagram, where I also post my other artworks, my other projects, and keep everyone updated regarding my professional life. So enough talking for the moment. Now we can go for completing of this shading actually. So as you can see, it is pretty much summed up. We have some dark shades, we have the light shades, we have like major parts already. Now we can just go for the highlights, and in the highlights part we can just create another sub layer, and after that sub layer we will go for a color that is a bit brighter, and this layer will be on top actually. So we are on the highlight layer, and let's just begin drawing something. Yes, so as you can see, these are the parts which are like more exposed to the light when we are clicking the picture. So these parts are actually those parts which are most of the time more prominent on the face because of their bulging out experience or appearance, you can say. So these are like the cheek parts because of the cheekbones, and then we have some parts of the nose like this nasal septum actually. So then we have same on the other cheek, and then we can go for something on the forehead. And this is pretty much it. Now we can just confirm that the color matches properly, and then we'll have another layer because as you can see, everything is not that much mixed. There are some deficiencies in the part, and to cover those deficiencies we can just create some more layers. which can be on the top. So here we are, and here is the new layer, and this is just for correction purpose. So here it is, we have correction layer, and now we will be going for some correction. Let's see if we can go for something like this. I guess no, that would not make pretty much sense. So yes, this is it. This looks pretty good, and we can drop this below now the bright part. Yes, so here it is. I still think my internet is having some problems, but let's just wait for a moment. It's going pretty nice. I'm not seeing any frame drop at the moment, so I guess everything is good. But I'm actually seeing like 5 viewers right now, but if I check it from my own mobile phone, the stream is not even working properly. The stream isn't even live. That's why I'm having some difficulty in figuring it out. Yes, it's working fine. It's working fine. So welcome to all of the viewers to the stream, and thank you for joining the stream. And it would be pretty good if you guys can just leave a comment, like maybe a simple hi, or just are you enjoying the stream or not, or any suggestion, or anything like maybe from which region you are, or the time at the place where you are in right now. So it can be anything. It's just to make the stream a little bit interactive, and if you have any questions you can just drop them, and we'll shift to the part of the basic interactive chatting, and then we'll just have some conversation. So as you can see, we are at the moment trying to blend all of these different kind of skin tones, and this is going to end pretty well, I guess. And even if it didn't go pretty well, I'll be happy, just because I'm making these vector arts after a pretty long time, so I might be able to make some mistakes. I'll just send it to the back. And here it is. So we have it pretty much summed up. Okay, so now for the highlights, these aren't actually looking good, so we'll just modify them a bit. Let's just delete this one. And now for this part to blend properly, we can go for this layer, which was, I guess, less dark. No, that's the bright one. Yes, so we just selected it, and now we can blend this properly by going like this. So this will pretty much sum up the bone part of the face, and then we can completely cover it like this. So this is it for this part. Now another correction layer, we'll maybe drop it above the correction, and this time we will be covering this part maybe a little bit more. Yes. So this would be covering these areas which are not looking pretty bad, I guess. Hello Jasper Case, and welcome to the live stream. I hope you are actually enjoying the stream, and it would be great if you guys can just keep on chatting in the chat box. That actually helps to achieve some badges in the stream actually. So we'll just complete this right now, and then we will jump towards the vector art we want to make of one of our Discord member. And thank you so much for the compliment. So we have this layer right here, and then we can drop down its opacity a bit so it blends properly. Similarly, we'll go for the highlights, correction, bright and dark parts. We'll change their opacity a bit until they look pretty summed up. So this is going to blend properly like this. Here we have the highlights, and this is it. So this is pretty summed up right now. We have the face, and we'll just sum it up here. So now we can just add, first of all, we can delete the reference. We don't want the reference anymore. We have two layers, one for the framing and one for the background color. So for the reference layer, we can drop a rectangle with a 1080 by 1080 frame. We'll go like this, maybe in the center. Yes. Let's shift this to black outlines, and so I actually have a request. Am I properly audible? If I am properly audible, kindly just drop maybe a yes in the chat so I can get to know that the stream has the good audio and video quality. That is just to make sure that you guys can hear what I'm actually saying. So we'll just turn this into something like this. or maybe like this. Now the only thing that remains is the signatures, so we'll go towards the base of the face and we'll have the signatures here. And because you can just follow the steps we did, and you can actually rewatch the stream number 1, stream number 2, and stream number 3, or you can either go to my Skillshare account to check out how to make the vector art, or you can either go to my YouTube channel and check how to do. I have many speed art videos there. So this is pretty much it related to making the vector art, and we actually have this vector art completed now. So I will just post it on my Instagram now, and for the moment I will be back in maybe some minutes with a new picture, and then we will be making vector art on that. So stay connected, I'll be back soon. So hello everyone, we are back again. So as you can see, we have a new picture now. So this is the picture of a Discord member, and that guy just was the first person to join my Discord server, and that is why I offered him to provide him a vector art of himself, and he was kind enough to give me the permission to do that. So this is a picture, and it's a bit low in quality just because, you know, if we zoom in a bit, the pixels get distorted, so it's going to be a bit hard to outline. So at the moment I have an idea of what we are going to do. So first of all, I will be explaining the idea on this layer. So what we will be doing is we will first of all create some outlines like this and this maybe like this. So we have the outlines like this. After having the outlines of the subject, so here are the proper outlines, and we will provide him with the proper beard. So these are like the outlines for the subject. I'll just add another layer on the back with the rectangle colored black, and this is just for the sake of reference. I did dirty here. So this is, as you can see, this is going to be the outline of the subject, and then what we'll do is we will try to use a shape like this, maybe a triangle or like something like this. You must have also seen these ideas on somewhere, maybe on Google or on YouTube, logos of some people, maybe on Fiverr or anything like that. So I'm not saying that this idea is properly mine. This idea is actually inspired, but I will be trying something of my own, I guess. So this is going to be like, this part of the subject will not be visible. This is going to be like a triangle from which our subject will be appearing, and its color tone will be something like a sci-fi style, and it's not going to have proper realistic eyes. Those will be sci-fi eyes with some bit of smoke in those. And so this is pretty much it. So the color scheme I'm going to go for is red, black and cyan. So red is going to be for the outlining of the major parts, black is going to be for hair, cyan is going to be for the eyes, and maybe some purple will work good for the bars and some inner shade. So this is pretty much about the idea I have right now in my mind, and that idea is obviously inspired from all of the concepts I've seen across. So let's just begin with a new layer related to outlines. So now we have the outline layer, we can hide all of the other layers. For the outline layer, we'll go for brush tool with the black color, or let's go with the white. No, let's go with the red color. A pretty red color, and then we can modify the brush with the brush here. So yes, now we are going for the brush strokes all across. Wait a second, we have not got so yes, we have the pressure now. It's going to be like this. going to be like this and this. I guess it is looking fine. So let's go for have this now, and we'll just blend everything. So we can have this like this, and then we'll go for the eyes. And now it's time for, I guess we have to do this in one single stroke. So let's go like this. Nah, let's go from the lower side. Let's just try to keep this as accurate as possible for the moment, and yes, this is a good start, I'd say. And yeah, we are pretty much summed up for the outlines. Yeah, so let's just go for this part and this part. And maybe the jawline if we are not going for the beard, or we'll go with the lighting effect. So let's just save this. Maybe we'll go with the name on title 2 and just save. Now it is time for the hair portion, and here it is. I guess I just messed up a bit. I clicked on another software. Okay, so everything is fine now. So now let's just go for the hairs, and we will be trying to make them more bold actually, because we want to give a more mature look. So for that we'll have to be making these hairs pretty thick and pretty dark, because that gives pretty much better look to each and every single man out there. And I hope my boy is gonna like this, because he's not on stream right now. So if he were on stream, I must have asked him like how he wants this to be done, because he's not here and he has given me the liberty of doing the shit. So we can just go with some personal and this is going to be the mustache part. I guess it's not hard to find, but still it depends. Actually, it depends on your own personal requirements actually. Just because I myself, when I go out finding these portraits, those portraits are actually most of the time like a low lighting portrait like the one you are seeing right now, or with some different pose. So if you are just learning how to make these vector art portraits, you have to get a reference picture that is pretty much simple, but it's hard to find. It's actually pretty hard to find the simple pictures these days, because everyone is into like the photography and stuff, and everyone wants to pose like a supermodel, and it becomes pretty hard to find such pictures, especially on the platforms like I'd say Unsplash or Victeezy or Freepic, etc. I also get a very hard time finding these pictures sometimes. I guess single tap is enough. So right now we are almost going to complete the hair part, and I'd say I'll also try to modify its hair a bit, just because I want to give a more self-made look to it. Actually, the person is actually pretty, but still we have to modify some features according to the requirements of the vector we are making. So I'm just modifying everything just because of my own personal preferences. The modification of hair, the modification of beard, the addition of beard, mustache, and everything like that. These are all just personal preferences. You can even just go with the clean shave, but these are like the requirements for a particular category of vectors. So we are here right now. So this is the spot we are standing on right now. We have given him some pretty hard hairs, pretty thick hairs. We have the reddish outlines. Yeah, it's pretty good, I'd say. So for this stream we'll just add basic colors, and after those colors we will end the stream. I guess it's already 37 minutes, and it will take some 5 to 10 minutes more to complete this part. So let's just take a break right now. And we will be back in maybe 3 or 4 minutes, 5 minutes, and then we will complete all of the coloring, and then we will jump towards the next part, or maybe we'll just end the stream. So I'll be right back soon. So hello everyone, we are back again after just maybe a 2 or 3 minutes break. So welcome all of you again to the live stream, and I hope you are enjoying actually Jasper Gaze 742, Isel Winston. These guys are part of the stream from the first minute, I'll say. And Jengistan 19, welcome to the stream. So as you can see, we are making a vector art for one of my Discord members, so it would be great if you guys can also follow me on Instagram and join my Discord server. For the moment, I have actually already explained what we are going to do with this vector. So we actually are going to make something like a sci-fi logo, and right now we are just going to make a mask for the coloring part, and then we will go for the sci-fi coloring and similarly the sci-fi shading, and in the end we will be adding some elements like a triangle or a rectangle or a square or an ellipse, anything that fits. For the moment we decided that we will be going with the triangle, so let's just try to complete the masking part and then we will see what we are going to add. So right now we are creating a mask all over our subject for the parts where we want to color, and the reason to make that mask is if you have a clipping mask, your colors will not escape that, and if your colors will not escape that, you will have pretty good accuracy when you are doing the shading part, because then in the shading part you can be pretty inaccurate and still your colors won't leave your subject. So it's like a one-time effort and then you can just do your own thing. So here we can go like this, or no, we actually are on the side pose, so we'll go straight. So here we are, and below the outlines we can drop coloring layer, and after dropping the coloring layer we will just create a mask, and after the mask we can drop a color onto it, something like this or this, or we can either go with the red. Let's just try the red part. It looks good. It actually looks good to me. I'm actually more of a red fan than a purple fan. So let's just go with some, let's try something else, maybe a green color or a blue color. Blue also looks great, I'll say. So we can even try different colors this time. So let's go with the purple one first. We'll go with the purple color, and then we will turn all of the outlines black first. Now for the moment we'll turn these black. So yes, it's good, it's looking fine, it's looking good. Now we can add another layer for lips first, or maybe eye. Let's do the eye part first. Now for the eye, we actually know that we just want to do this, and as we know that we are not going to do anything like realism in this eye, so we can just create a mask, drop something like this, drop it below the outlines, and then we will create another layer for eye shading. And the reason we have to make another layer for this is because if we do the stuff in the same layer, we won't be able to see anything outside the mask. That is why we are doing this on another layer. So this is like something coming out of the eyes, and then we can go to effects, blur, Gaussian blur, and then preview this to greater values, and this makes your eyes smoky. So I guess you learned how to make your eyes smoky inside Illustrator now. So we are done with the eyes. Now we have to go for shading, and we again have first layer. We'll go with the darkest first, then for the darkest we are going into the ear first. Now for the ear, we know this is going to be our darkest part in ear, and this is pretty much it. Yes, first we'll make this, and then we'll go for maybe something like this. Yes, now we'll go for the hair part, and just make sure that like we did in the previous vector, we were shading, but that time we were shading with the natural colors, and when you are doing sci-fi style, you have to do the same stuff but with the sci-fi colors. So nothing much to worry about, and the sci-fi one is actually a lot easier than that. You just have to get to know about the colors once, and if you know about the colors, you can just go into the coloring part, and you will also make great vector portraits, and maybe I'd say better than mine, because I'm not a good artist, I'll say. So I guess my stream health is actually good for the moment, so I can continue streaming. The only issue I'm facing these days are actually my internet connectivity issues. I was actually thinking of doing live streams for the whole week, and then I began live streaming yesterday, and I faced a lot of stream issues. So I tried to fix, and today I guess it's pretty much better. So this is like and this is it. If we'll be able to complete this vector in less time, actually I guess the stream length for the moment is around 40 or 45 minutes. If we'll be able to complete this before 1 hour and 30 minutes, I will also try to make a video for it, like a sci-fi style animation, and you will also learn how to do everything with the After Effects. So stay updated. But there is only one thing, there is only one issue that we can face during all of this stuff, and that is internet. So if we don't have access to good bitrate and good speed, we won't be able to show that, but you can still see the outcome, you can still see the results by going onto my Instagram. So let's just continue making everything, and we have this here. Yay. As you can see, I'm drawing outside and still the colors are not going outside. This is just because of the mask we created earlier, and that is why I always suggest making a mask. So this is pretty much summed up for the darkest layer. Now we can go for the darker layer and drop it below the darkest one, and then we will just choose a color and test the color. When you test the color, you actually consider checking with the darkest one and the normal baseline colors, and this tells you that the color you selected is good to go or not. So always check the color first and then start drawing. Even if you begin drawing, you can always change the colors later, but it is a better approach, I'll say, to check the colors first. So we have the darker colors, and then we can go for the same thing on this region. Okay, so I actually did this on purpose because I have something else in my mind. I'm trying to do something here, or let's just go like this. This is going to impart a better look. Or let's just go back and move this a bit. Or let's just modify into the same line. Let's go parallel to it. Yes. Yes. So now we are about to complete our second layer of shading, and you can see our vector is looking good, I'll say. Let's go for the neck now. Okay, so we have this, and now almost 2 layers of ours are done. So let's go back and create another layer, and this is going to be the lighter one, will be below the darker one. For the lighter layer we will choose a little bit dark color actually, so this is good. For the moment we actually have to blend this eye part with the all of the remaining face, and we will be doing that by this. Oops, earlier was not selected. Okay, so now it's selected. As you can see, this is looking good, and we can always go like this to make it more prominent. And let's make it a bit more messy by going like this, because the messier it is, the better it looks. Similarly for the top part, we will have it like this. Then for the bottom one, we will be going like this. Let's summarize our ears too. That person actually didn't give me his original name. If he had given me that, I would have applied something like a tattoo here. But as we don't have his original name, we can go for something like a copyright and draw maybe a T here for our affiliation with the person. So this is like this, and then we have the darkest, and this is like this. Wait a sec. Okay, fine. So now we are going for some outlines. For the outlines, we'll go for a brighter shade. same will go with here, but here we will drop down its opacity just to make it blend a bit better with the background layers. So something like 56 or even lower. Yes, this will look fine. Also modify its color a bit. Yes. So the next outline is for no more outlines. Now we want some black, so we'll go for black, and we'll just fill this part up. And now we want some purple that is like the darkest one, and that will act as a shadow, or that will create something like a depth map for us. So we have that here. I messed up a bit, but that's fine. So again from here to here, and then like this. Let's bring this to the top. Ooh. So this is pretty much coloring for the part. Now we can just add another layer. That will be for color shades. Or let's first make for the lips. Let's first go for the lips. In the lips part, we will first select all of the lips and give a color, maybe like this, and then we will draw some shapes over it. With something darker. Yes, it is it. Let's save this now. So now we actually have to, as you can see in the idea, we have the outlines, we have the eyes, we have the coloring. Now let's just create the triangle, and then according to the triangle we will change the body. So we have used our purple, we have used our black, we have used the cyan. So maybe we'll be using our remaining red part for the triangle. So for the triangle, you must know that the triangle's lower part would be behind the subject, and it is going to be in front of the subject from here. So it will look like this. Yes, so this will look like this. So let's make it first black. Try to choose a darker, maybe red. Okay, so we have this. We'll increase its, so it's not looking good, I'd say. Brown is comparatively better. So now we'll just duplicate this by Ctrl C and Ctrl V, and this time we'll decrease this a bit. let's modify the colors now. A red and a blue, or maybe a purple and a cyan, just like we used in the subject. So we have these two colors. This is for the frame, you will say frame, and then we will go in the outline layer, and as you can see we have this outline here. We have to make this end near this part, so we'll just go like this and this, and then we can click on this part, go to the pen tool and elongate it. Now we have to go for the lower body part, and for that part we have another layer. We can just add lock here, and then we will go for clothing. Now we will create another mask. Ooh, this is quite hectic task. I'm actually really tired right now. And here is our mask. Well, we are good to go. For basic color we can choose anything. Maybe something, I don't know why I'm going again and again for the red. Ooh, it's not blending properly. Let's go some, yes, this looks good. Okay, so this is going to be our color. For the clothing we'll just add another layer. We will choose this color. We will make this more intense, and now it's time for the shapes. For the shading in the clothing, and we have this. It's not even evident. I guess we have to change the background color. Okay, so this is good. then we will create another layer. And drop it below the previous one. It will be less dark, and then we will just make it blend properly. Now we'll go for another layer to cover up the collar, and the collar will be maybe let's try to complete this in one stroke, and we did it. Voila, we did it, we did it, we did it. Okay, so as you can see, we are pretty much done with everything, and I guess our frame is not having it, so we'll just create another layer for the frame, and let's say we'll begin from here and go in this fashion to this point. And intense, intense, intense. Okay, so let's just unlock all of the layers and everything inside the layers, and here it is. Let's just delete this framing layer. Okay, so we have this, and now we just change the size of it to fit this inside the box, and yes, now it's inside. I mean, almost inside. You can modify this to any angle. Okay, sorry for that, the previous one was good. Yes, so this is it. We have this, and we'll just duplicate this layer, Control C, Control V on the same size, elongated size, same distance, turn this to maybe red. I don't know why I like red so much. It's not even making any single sense here. But I'm still going for the red again and again, again and again, again and again. Okay, so for the coloring we'll add another layer, and for the parts where we can see some blue coming on, we'll just add some of the the blue light. Similarly here, that actually looks a bit dope. I don't know why, but it looks dope. It's like it provides outlines, it gives realistic shading and everything like that. That is why I love it. I don't know why, but I can't help it. And some part here. Wait, no, we just have to do single fleck here. Yeah. Whew. So we are almost done right now. We can go for this layer and we can duplicate this layer just by holding this and dragging this to the new layer. And then for the previous layer we can go to Gaussian blur and apply that. That also provides some glowing effect. You see, these are like the glowing lines right now. My boy is feeling like an angel. And yeah, now we will make another layer, and this layer would be for the T sign. I'm gonna provide him just as a memory because I made this for my guy. So we will go like this. I'm trying to make it rough so it actually looks like a realistic one. So we are done for now, and just for the sake of posting this on Instagram, I will add a background. This is going to be a background layer. You see, it's already looking dope. So let's go for something. Like this. Or no, maybe like. So yes, it's fine. It's looking good to me. We'll add a black layer for the background, and then I'll send this to the boy on Discord so he can use this as his DP. Now for the signature we have Tiger Verse 2416. So this is pretty much it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the live stream. You can save this now. So for today's live stream we did a lot. We did the coloring and shading of the previous vector art, and then we created a new vector art with the new style, a sci-fi style. And so this was all for this stream. I will be back with another stream tomorrow, and we will be doing consecutive live streams for like 6 or 7 upcoming days. Just make sure to tune in to the channel, to the Twitch TV, follow me on Instagram and everything like that, and I'll be back soon. Take care, guys. Bye bye.